Hello, my gorgeous and beautiful people. Today we are going to be talking about the 3 things that have transformed my life personally and transformed me into the woman that I am today. God, that sounded corny as fuck, but like, I'm being fucking for real. Those 3 things are being sober, celibate, and selfish. Yeah, some of these things might not sound fun, but I promise you if you do them the right way and take this the right way, that you will be set. Everything I'm talking about, you don't have to take so fucking strong. Like, whenever I'm talking about being sober, like, if it fits your lifestyle best to be stone cold sober, then take it that way. But if it fits your lifestyle best to drink on occasions, then take it that way. Just take everything that I'm talking about in a way that will help you. Because all of this is a spectrum. All of this is going to be different for different people and help different people in different ways. Okay, so the first one being sober. So here's why I personally am sober. If you know me, like, you know I smoked weed literally every single day for like 6 years straight, like from freshman year of high school to sophomore year in college. Every single day I would smoke multiple times a day, and at first it was fun. You would get high as fuck, have the giggles and shit with all of your friends, and it was just cool and dandy. And if I could still smoke now and it would affect me the same way that it did whenever I first started smoking, I would probably still be smoking. But that's just not how that shit works. It got to a point, like the whole last year of me smoking, where it would just make me feel like shit physically and mentally. I would get so fucking tired. Like, I physically could not stay awake. It would make me feel nauseous as fuck. I would feel like I needed to throw up. My stomach would hurt. My head would hurt. It would give me crippling anxiety. Like, my thoughts were just racing. My mind was just racing. Even if I smoked by myself or with people, it didn't matter. It didn't matter the setting or anything like that. But I pushed through it because, like, people say you can't be addicted to weed, but I beg to fucking differ, bitch. Like, it literally made me feel like I was dying, and I still did it because my brain and my body felt like it had to. Like, I was straight up addicted to weed. But I was fine with that. Like, I was still fully gonna smoke. Because like I said, the whole last year of me smoking, it made me feel like shit. But then the last few months of me smoking was whenever it really, really took a toll on me. Because whenever I would smoke, I would have full-blown panic attacks out of nowhere. And like I said, I was a 6-year stoner. Like, it wasn't like I was greening out or anything because, bitch, I had been smoking every day for 6 years. It, like, be shaking uncontrollably, feel like I'm gonna pass out, literally on the verge of a fucking seizure. Like, it was so bad. Like, I used to have to call people to come over because I'm like, I'm literally fucking dying. Like, I don't know what to do. And eventually I was like, okay, I have to stop. Like, it's making my anxiety so bad that I'm having full-blown panic attacks. And for me, whenever I have full-blown panic attacks, the next day, the next week, I feel like I got hit by a fucking truck. I'm like, physically and mentally, I can't fucking do this anymore. So that's what really, really made me quit. And it made me so lazy and so unmotivated. Some people can be functional stoners, and I was like that at the beginning, but it got to a point where I would smoke and then I wouldn't want to do anything except lay in bed. Like, I was so unmotivated. And that led on to even whenever I was sober, like whenever I wasn't high as fuck, like the next day when I'd wake up, I would still be super fucking tired and super fucking unmotivated and super lazy. And I had a really big problem with like dissociation and derealization and that type of stuff, which obviously takes a toll on your mental health. And I think that smoking weed a lot played a major part into that, because now that I'm 11 months sober off of weed. I have not smoked weed in 11 months. So I'm almost a year sober off weed. I didn't even fucking know that until I just counted. Perfect time to make this video. I haven't smoked weed for 11 months straight, and I couldn't tell you the last time that I felt dissociative or derealization and shit like that. And honestly, like, my anxiety has gotten a lot better. Not only my anxiety with myself and my own thoughts, but my anxiety like socially as well. I'm not as tired anymore. I'm not as lazy anymore. I'm not as unmotivated anymore. I feel way clearer in the fact of I know what thoughts are my thoughts and what thoughts are anxiety-ridden thoughts, even though, like I said, my anxiety has gotten so much better. When I would smoke, I would overthink a lot. Oh my God, what did I just say? Do I feel stupid? Do I look stupid? Did I say something stupid? What is this person thinking about me? Just shit like that. Like, my mind would race. My anxiety was just bad as fuck when I was smoking. I saw this TikTok one time that was saying like they were going through the same thing as me, and they realized that weed just brought them to a lower vibration eventually because they were at a higher vibration than the weed. Like, you start smoking weed and your vibration's right here, right? But weed brings your vibration up here. But whenever your natural vibrations are eventually up here, weed starts bringing your vibrations down here. It was just low vibrational as fuck, and it was just having negative effects on me. And like I said, this is going to be different for everybody. If you smoke weed and it helps you and it has a good effect on you, by all means, bitch, I fucking wish I was you. I wish I could smoke with my homies, bro. I fucking wish I could. But it just doesn't affect me good anymore. I couldn't tell you one positive effect it had on me in the last year, and that's why I am 11 months sober off of weed. Now on to alcohol. I have never been a big drinker. That's just not me. I don't know. Back to kind of like tying it into the anxiety thing. Not only do I get anxiety in the action of getting drunk, but also hangxiety is one of the most dangerous fucking things, and I will forever stand by that. Like, hangxiety is so fucking bad, bro. Like, the next day you feel like shit physically because you're hungover. You feel like shit mentally. Your anxiety is going crazy. You're regretting everything from not only the night before, but everything in the last 10 years of your fucking life. Like, you literally go on a downward spiral. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear shit. Even if you're not physically hungover, you're mentally hungover. It just has physical and mental negative effects on me personally. Again, if you can drink and it doesn't affect you like that, by all means drink. But that's personally not me. When I felt like I wasn't in control of my body and my thoughts and my mind, that gave me anxiety. I like to be in control. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the pros of being sober. You're more aware and awake about the world and about yourself. You have higher energy, higher aura, higher vibrations. Your mental health is better because all that shit is putting you in a fucking fog, bro. Like, you'll have higher productivity and higher motivation. You'll have less anxiety. I now have more goals and achieve pretty much all of those goals now that I'm sober. And I'm in the headspace to think and do things better and more clear. Okay, so now on to celibacy. So first we're going to be talking about why I personally am celibate. So sex is an energy transfer, tie, absorber, and exertion. Every time you have sex with somebody, you are taking their energy and intertwining it with your energy. You guys are now inter-fucking-twined, okay? Y'all's energy is now inter-fucking-twined. Not only is y'all's energy tied together, but you are taking their energy into your body. You're putting their energy into your body. And you're giving your energy to them. Okay, so let's talk about this, girl. Not everybody is worth your energy. Not everybody deserves to have your energy. In general, whenever you're giving your energy to somebody else, that's you losing energy. If you're giving your energy to somebody who doesn't deserve it, that's even fucking worse. Now the energy tie. If somebody has bad fucking energy and you're tying it into your energy, you're the only one getting fucked over here. They're getting your good energy, but now you have a semi-permanent tie to negative ass energy. Same with the energy transfer and absorber. You're absorbing and taking in all of their negative energy, bro. And I'm sorry, but not only are men not worth your good energy, but you're too good to be taking in some man's negative ass, ugly ass energy. Very rarely are you going to find a man who is worth you giving your energy to and good enough that you would want to take their energy. And sex does that unintentionally. Even you can say, oh, I'm going to have sex with him and not tie our energies and not take his energy and not give him my energy. Bitch, that's not how that works. Quit giving these men your energy and quit taking these other men's nasty energy. It only affects you negatively. You're the one that's getting their negative ass energy while they get your beautiful ass energy. They're not worth it, babe. Not to mention, like, if you're having sex with multiple people, you're giving a little bit of yourself and your energy to every single person. You're gonna run out of energy. Sooner or later, you're gonna run out. And I know a lot of people that end up feeling bad about themselves physically and mentally when they are indulging into hookup culture. Now, I know some people who are the complete opposite. Like I said, these things might not be for you, and that is okay. But you can avoid like feeling bad about yourself physically or mentally. Like, there has been times where I indulge in that type of activity with somebody and I'm like, I didn't want to fucking do that. And now you're fucked in the head. You can avoid feeling or being used or regretful. You don't want to look back and regret something like that, because that is a big thing to regret. You know what I mean? And feeling used or being used for that type of thing, like all of these things are going to fuck with your mental so fucking much. And that's the number one thing, is to protect your mental. So the pros of being celibate. I personally feel better about myself. Anytime I'm doing anything with a man, I just feel almost bad about myself. And I think that's probably a mental thing for me personally. There's a lot of times where I'll feel bad about myself because, like I said, I'll be like, oh, I didn't want to do that, but I did it anyways. Or, oh, I shouldn't have gave that person that side of me or that part of me or my energy. Being celibate has helped me avoid needing validation so much. I do not need a male's validation anymore. I could care fucking less about male validation now. Like, oh, you don't like me? Thank fucking God. Oh, you think I'm ugly? Thank fucking God. Like, you know what I mean? And it's made me more confident because I feel literally untouchable. I feel hard to get. Now, if you get me in that way, bitch, you're so fucking lucky, because this is a rare piece. This is a dime piece, babe. So you gotta be special as fuck to get that side of me. It makes me feel confident because I'm like, yeah, you want it, but you can't have it, babe. And it has made my standards rise so high. Like, being celibate is like, oh, well, now if I'm gonna break my fucking year celibacy, then you're gonna have to be top fucking notch. You think I'm gonna break my year-long celibacy for some mid-ass motherfucker? Hell no, my standards are so fucking high. And it makes you focus more on yourself because you're not giving somebody that energy. And it makes you connect more with yourself. It makes you find out what you personally like in the bedroom and in a relationship, in an intimate relationship in general. Okay, now on to selfish. Some people might hear that word and be like, being selfish is not a fucking good thing. But that's why I said you have to take it the right way. When I say being selfish, I don't mean not helping the old lady walk into the store because you want to be in line first. I'm not talking about giving someone the wrong answer on the test so you can have the highest score. Like, I'm not talking about bringing others down to put yourself on top. I'm talking about putting yourself and your needs and your happiness and what you want first. So why I am selfish. Like I said, you get to focus on what you want, what makes you happy, what you need, what you want to do, your goals. Because if you're an empathetic person like myself, it's very easy to throw what you want, what you need, and your happiness and your goals out the door to make sure that other people are getting what they want and what they need, and make sure their happiness is getting met and their goals are getting met regardless of yours. I have reached so many of my personal goals now that I have been focusing on myself. Whereas before, I was putting other people's goals ahead of mine and just disregarding mine. Like, I put mine on the back burner. Same with my happiness. I knew something would make other people happy, even if it made me feel like fucking shit. But I cared about other people's happiness more. So I would do what made them happy but made me feel like shit. Like, girl, what the fuck? What the fuck is that shit? No. Or if I knew they needed something, I would get them what they needed instead of getting what I needed. Like, no, bitch, you are living life for you. This is your life, nobody else's. They are living their own life. They can handle their own needs. They can handle their own happiness. They don't need you to do that for them. And if they do, then they have their own personal growth that they need to do. But you were not put on this earth in your body to live for someone else. Okay, so the pros of being selfish I kind of already touched on. But to add on to that, by being selfish, you really do become the best version of yourself. You are putting all of your needs and wants and everything at the top of your priority list. You truly are going to reach all the goals you want in life and your mentality. You're going to heal, you're going to grow so fucking much, and you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to start to learn what you actually like in life and what actually makes you happy. And it's gonna become clear what you were doing in life just to make others happy. Okay, so that was my cute little quick video about being sober, celibate, and selfish. Like I said, if you don't struggle with any of these things, or you don't think any of these things will help you, then by all means, you don't have to try it. But if you think any of these things will help you, then I highly recommend them, because the past year, these are the 3 things that I have been putting at the top of my list. And I have healed so much, and I have grown so much, and I'm at the happiest, highest, best version of myself. And I hope this helps you guys be the best version of y'all selves as well. Bye, I love you all. Mwah.